a physical mark that he wants to put on you because he's a physical man. Because he's not that, as deep and wicked as he is spiritually, he can't control everybody that way. He knows if he physically, just like that's why I said the UPC number and the barcode on every soda in a grocery store, and every product in the grocery store. That's how the man thinks. I can account for everything, so I know what my losses are.
Yeah.
I can count every little thing. I'm gonna do that with the people. This is that thing that can control that.
And what we were saying was, yes, the technology of the phone is what's going to make it easier for Esau to usher in the chip.
Right.
Because everybody is so prone to using this technology of your phone, being on social media, looking up information, having information literally at your hands reach, your fingertips. So it's going to be easier for Esau to be like, okay, since we got this, exactly.
GPS benefits, like Amber Alerts. Alzheimer's, when people wander with dementia and all types of things, that's going to be appealing to people.
Exactly. But the scriptures tell you those that take the chip or those that have the mark of the beast, hey, they gonna perish, as we about to read in the 14th chapter. So you having your phone and throwing it away, so now you exempt from that. Because you had the mark in they eyes. You had the mark of the beast, but now you don't got it no more, so you good. No, man.
Yeah, when we didn't read the judgment, we're gonna read it. Matter of just read it. Yeah.
Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh.
It didn't say will be found with it in his hand or in his head. If he what is the word receive it, right? So if you receive it at all at any point, even if you try to pop it out yourself, after you received it, you're going to get the judgment that comes with receiving it at all. Okay? If the spirit don't protect you and you're asleep, and they're chipping babies out here already. They're just putting them in babies now. When they're supposed to be doing vaccinations or whatever, put the chip right in the baby now. Just cut to the chase. If that happens to you or your children, guess what? The Heavenly Father didn't protect you away from that, like he's going to do for his elect.
It says, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
You're going to be tormented with fire and brimstone. It's a penalty for receiving it. And it says if you receive it or be found with it, just if you accept that thing at any point, by force or willingly, you catch the judgment that comes with that. And I'm gonna read this right quick. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We understand how this man thinks. The scriptures gave us the blueprint on this man. He thinks like a carnal brute beast. So he's gonna treat you like carnal brute beast. How does a farmer treat carnal brute beasts? He brands them so you know. I was watching something with lambs, and they had tags on the ear to mark there was a goat farm actually, lamb's milk or goat milk or whatever. You put a tag on them so you know that's yours.
Yep.
So when they roam around the range or whatever, eating or whatever they're doing,
or if they get out,
that's yours. Or if they get out, you know that's yours. Straight up. That's how this man thinks. That's why I always bring up the Matrix Reloaded when he said, sentinel for every man, woman, and child in Zion. That's impossible. I said, no, that sounds exactly like the thinking of a machine. That sounds like a devil that wants complete control over things that he shouldn't have control over. I'm going to market every little thing so I can have complete control over every little thing.
And we didn't even bring out the fact that Esau wants to drop the population anyways, so it makes it even more manageable, man. Exactly. So now instead of the billions of people upon the earth, now you only got to deal with 500 million, and you chipping them, man. That's part of his plans. But the scriptures tell you that all of this ain't about the Most High ain't about to let all of this happen, man.
Right when he's about to fill his belly, he should be uprooted.
Yeah. Should be in straits.
Yep. Yeah, something.
Yeah, I heard the brother Pashai brought out a lesson on how the Greeks, I think it was Ptolemy that set up kind of like like a registry for the people, and that was like a way of branding people back
Yeah.
then. I'm trying to remember where it was at. But Brother Bashai did an excellent lesson on it, man.
And let me see why
Did he
to
go
expound
into
on
like
something that.
the meaning of technology? That one? It was another one. But
Well, I want to say this while he's finding it. That's how they're gonna market this thing, man. Like they could easily say, if you want this, just like they do with these win a prize, win a new Apple phone, just sign up for this. You know, sign up to buy this magazine or whatever, and then you can win a vacation. Come to this the seminar on timeshares. Then you can have a 3-night stay in Vegas or wherever in the world, whatever, right? Yeah, they're gonna use it to get you to take it to get the benefits of something that they're trying to give you. Which they're gonna dwindle it down to the necessities, which are food, water, drink, shelter.
They're gonna market it as something that you can't live without.
Yeah.
It's gonna prevent identity theft.
Yep.
You're gonna have easier, more convenient access to your grocery stores, to your doctor.
The long lines,
The Amazon commercial.
Yeah.
The Amazon commercial in the grocery store.
With the thief, right?
Yeah, they had the chips in them.
Yeah.
All they did was take them off the shelf and what? It was bought.
You know, the guy was looking at it like,
No more.
He's stealing. He walked out. They show his account.
No more doctor's appointments, shit like that. You know, it's just like how Esau promotes everything to be more convenient and make your life easier. That's gonna be the chip. That's how they're gonna market it.
Because now you got with iPhones and things like that, you know, they got facial recognition. Esau could easily make it more lazy or accessible for your phone for it to open as soon as you pick it up now. Sync your iPhone with your chip, man. Next thing you know, people are just now it's unlocked.
So what about that other the commercial that came out about in Europe anyway, where she said, "Mom, call me." The mom calls and you hear me. She's like, "What's that?" She said, "Hi, Mom." She was talking through her cell phone. She said, "What is it?" "Yeah, it's implanted in my ear and in my hand. I can dial on my fingers, or whatever. I forgot. It's something like that. And I can listen and turn up the volume, turn it down on her body. It was put in her. So this is the way it's gonna be. This way it's gonna be forever now. It's gonna begin to be this way forever now. That's the thinking of how this man works. When we watch all his technology commercials, all the technology is geared and angled toward the system that he's building, that he's putting together to completely control everybody. Which is that mark of the beast, New World Order system.
They brand everything. They brand food. Everything has a mark. Well, guess what? Now they want you.
Yep.
Now they want to put a brand and mark on you, in you.
Yep.
You know? It's so obvious, man. How do these fucking people? That's how you know the Lord ain't dealing with these people, man. You know?
The frustration
It's
is
so obvious.
We're vexed that you can't see it. You know? And that I told you so moment, when it shows up, it's gonna feel the most relief for the elect. Man. It's gonna be complete relief for the elect when that moment comes. The I told you so moment. And you read the I told you so moment in Ezekiel 33 and 33. And lo, it will come. You know, you shall know that there have been a prophet among you. Somebody that warned you before. You know?
Here's a book. It's the Scriptures and Traditions, Essays on Early Judaism and Christianity in Honor
You still have that up?
by Patrick Gray and Gail R. O'Day. You know, this is on page 8, and it says, it's a lot. It says, Dionysus thus became the family god of the Ptolemies, which, you know, that was when he was over the Ptolemaic dynasty at the time in Egypt. And it says, and Philopater, or Philopater, which was Ptolemy IV, was a particularly enthusiastic follower of the cult. A fragment from Satyrus, a 3rd century BCE biographer, offers a fanciful genealogy to show that the Ptolemies descended from Dionysus, which is an idol. In 3rd Maccabees 2:29, Philopator decrees that the Jews must affiliate with the cult of Dionysus by receiving the brand of the ivy leaf, a symbol which frequently accompanies the god in art. Philopator himself apparently received the brand of Dionysus. It says, a compendium of ancient etymologies offers the following explanations of the word gallows. Ptolemy Philopator, because he had been branded with leaves of ivy, as the galloi. For at the Dionysian mysteries, they were always crowned with ivy. The king's devotion is further corroborated by an edict that has survived, in which he orders the registration of all officiants of the cult. So basically, it became, mandatory to brand yourself to worship that idol. And how you branded yourself, he would brand you with an ivy leaf.
Showing your ownership.
So you belong to this God that I serve and worship.
Yep.
Esau believes that he is the Most High, so he got his own mark that he wants to mark you with. The Most High has his mark, he has his seal.
Yep.
Esau want to come with his mark. He ain't gonna mark you with no goddamn smartphone.
It's already done.
Come on, man.
Bro, just think, bro. You got people that got smartphones whose phones ain't even in their name.
It's just-
Their account ain't in their name.
And
So-
Esau knows this. So why would he not create a system? Why would he not create a system that's as close to foolproof as you could possibly get?
Yeah.
They answered that in the movie in 1992, in the movie Demolition Man. All you had to do is cut somebody's head off that hat.
Or they take his eye out and put it in the
pump
thing.
the eye out and
Yeah.
then the iris scan with somebody. Or in the movie the Tom Cruise one.
Total Recall? No.
No, it's the Tom Cruise one.
Mission Impossible.
No. Oh my God, the one with the three, the cogs that did the like prophets of women and 2 children or some sort of two children, women and 2 other little things that had the visions, the pre-crime thing, it was a pre-crime movie.
Tom Cruise?
I just had
Pre-crime.
yeah, pre-crime. It was a movie with Minority Report.
Oh.
They didn't let my video go. That's why I always forget. In Minority Report, Tom Cruise assumed another identity by changing his eyes out to where. And remember, he walked in the store. They were chasing. He walked in the store. Hello, Mr. Yamamoto. And they showed a different face on me. Welcome. Even though it was Tom Cruise. So all of that has something to do with that, man. He's trying to create a foolproof system. All right? Because he knows that there's going to be flaws if he tries any way lesser than what the mark of the beast entails through the scriptures. And at the bottom, at the end of the day, the Most High is who wants this to go down. He wants to see who's really going to suffer for him.
You want to know
who's really going to stand up for him.
who's really down for him.
Who's really, truly down for him.
And we're not saying that every single person on the planet is gonna just take the chip.
Right.
There's gonna be a lot of people that ain't gonna be with it, man. They're gonna be put to death.
We're talking about the elect not taking it. And what happened to the elect when they don't take it. Or the other children of Israel, the 2/3 that do take it. That's what we're really concerned
That
about.
Mike that was here, man, him and his dog gonna get chipped
The
up.
dog probably already chipped.
Probably already got it.
No?
Not that it matters for the dog, but still, man.
Seriously.
This dog still gotta go, man.
I got this, the brother who's gonna read this. This is from preparingyou.com for charagma, right? It says the word charagma, it's gonna repeat some of the definition, right? The word charagma is a Greek word found in Latin text of the time of Christ. I'm gonna read verbatim. In the Greek concordances, it is listed as 5480 charagma, from the same as charax or charasso, sharpened to a point. Graven, mark. It says a stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist. The mark branded upon horses, thing carved, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images.
That go back to what you were just read.
Correct.
Yeah, no, the one about them worshiping
Oh yeah,
the Dionysus. Yeah, because
exactly.
it was for to
That was
worship
the
the
system they implemented back then during the Hellenist period.
Right, but now that the technology has increased, it only makes sense that this would.
The same devil, he just gonna upgrade it. He gonna take it up a notch.
put his spin on it.
Yep, the one that fits the time that we're living in. And like I said, we couldn't figure this out before the unicorn or the mark of the beast because the technology didn't fit the time. It wasn't up to date yet. Now that it's up to date and we can see the technology where it's at, we can easily see that this RFID chip technology is the mark of the beast. Reading on, it says, to engrave anything in clay, a carrax would be used. It says the Romans would call objects with names or identifying marks charagma or charagme. Let's see. History. So these are, I'm going to jump down. Let's talk about tesserae, I believe it says, meaning tile, were tokens that would be engraved of clay or lead or even bronze or stone. There are many examples throughout history of the use of such items to identify individuals. These tokens became evidence of your entitlements in the world of Rome. It made you, it put you into the system of Rome, where you can operate just like the American dollar has you today, where you can't operate without the American dollar, whether in credit or in cash in 2019. But in the near future, it's all going to be through the blockchain and the chip.
Yeah.
Okay, as far as money goes, and that's the only thing that is going to accept in the system. All right, you have something? Here you go. I'm not going to read it.
I was trying to find the exact account of the Dionysus registry. I was trying to find that account in the Maccabees. But I might have to look it up. I know the brother Bashai went into it, man. It was a good video.
What was that brother, man? All those reflections that the world putting on him right now. I think it was
Yeah, second.
I got something else?
And that kind of reminds me of was that Second Ezra 16 about how they're gonna try to take us and offer feed us with things offered unto idols. That's kind of like the hour of temptation, man.
That's that moment. That's gonna be the same moment. And that's a beautiful thing about the scriptures, man. The scriptures line up so beautifully, piece by piece. When you start putting these big pieces together, you see the fullness of the reality of these things.
Folks are saying about it.
I'm gonna go to Second Ezra. I'm gonna read that while you're looking for that. Second Ezra, chapter 16. I'm gonna start by verse.
How the Ezra's, third Ezra's and fourth Ezra's is first and second.
68. Y'all found it or not?
No, we stuck.
Okay, kind of. It says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. And what's that? That's those that's going to enforce you taking the chip. These people got to enforce you to take the chip. And for the men of the Lord, in particularly, they got to come over you and make you subject unto them. Okay, to get you to stop preaching in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, stop reading out the Bible, so on and so forth. Okay? It says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. And when they say being idle, first thing come to my mind is they're gonna have you locked up, sitting there doing nothing. And they're gonna try to use certain tactics and certain foods and certain things to get you to submit to the system. Okay, it says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. That's why this mark of the beast and what it truly is so important, man. Just like the name is important. It's so important because you can think that you can take it and then pull it out. That's why we go so hard fighting on you, people that don't believe that it's the RFID NFC technology. We fight so hard with you because it won't be an excuse in that day. You won't have an excuse to why you took that chip. Well, I didn't know that was it. You won't know. We told you. And there won't be a gray area that you can use as an excuse. You gotta catch that missile. It says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord Yahweh. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. There goes that Revelation, the 20th chapter, with the beheading. They're going to behead some, they're going to try, they're going to capture us, they're going to torture us, okay? All to get us to stop preaching in the name of Yahweh Shai and take their chip and submit onto their system, onto the beast. And under no circumstances will the men of the Lord take it, even unto death. You got something to go with it, bro?
Matthew chapter 4, verse, I'm going to start at 5. The point is in 7. Then the devil taketh him up into the holy city and said,
when the devil tempted Yahweh Shai, this Matthew, right? When the devil tempted Yahweh Shai, go ahead.
Yep.
and setteth him on the pinnacle of the temple, and saith unto him, If thou be the Son of Yahweh, cast thyself down, for it is written, He shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone.
Hey, Yahweh could have done that right then, but why didn't he? Or why couldn't he, should I say better? Because the prophecies hadn't all been fulfilled. He had to take the judgment that was coming because of the prophecy's sake. So we wouldn't be here thrown off by the things that was happening. So the Most High's word could stand to take place as it's supposed to. Go ahead.
Yahweh said unto him, It is written again, Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy power.
Right, you should not tempt the Lord thy power. You know, and then you read in the morning that the devil offered, did you read that part? Where he offered all those kingdoms to him?
Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them.
Now, when I think about that in the context we're speaking of with the mark of the beast, that's you guys being assimilated into this technology by taking that mark. Now you have all the benefits and conveniences of taking that mark. That's going to be the same, just like our Lord was tempted, we're going to have that same hour of temptation. And a lot of you people are going to willingly jump headlong into it, into the system. Because because look how easily our people sell out to be rappers. They're decent, some of them are decent musicians that will do anything for that fame and fortune.
Try to make it.
And like you said, you got some guys, Israelites, in the camp saying you can put the chip in you, then take it out. That's tempting the Heavenly Father, man.
Right.
You're not supposed to do that, man. And showeth him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them, and said unto him, All these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me.
That sounds like the same temptation in the hour of temptation. The devil gonna bring. If you worship that, you better worship that, or you're gonna die. But you can be all into the system. You can eat, drink, party, have fun, do all the things that society is gonna offer you in that day, if you bow down and worship me by taking my mark. Or else.
Then saith Yahweh unto him, Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship thy Lord thy power. Thou shalt worship the Lord thy power and give, and him only shalt thou serve.
Yep, nope, I'm not taking it. Matter of fact, jump to Revelation 20. I mean 2, where it says that do that. I think like 10, something like that.
Revelation what?
Chapter 2, verse 10.
Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
And I will give you a crown of life. Where's the one of the verses talking about the hour of temptation?
That's the next chapter.
The next chapter?
3 and 10. All right, Revelation. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Yeah, which shall come upon all the world to try them.
All, both small and great, rich and poor,
Free and bond.
That's everybody.
It said people don't have food, but they got cell phones. I know people that don't have cell phones.